Hey, and welcome back to the DDL. My name is Ricky, head coach of the Golden State Warriors, and this week I'm playing against Manstertruck, Kieran, head coach of the Brighton Wingles, who we've played in a regular season, and now we play again now in round 2 of playoffs or semi-finals. This is, a rematch from earlier in the season. The winner of this goes to finals, and the loser of this gets either 3rd or 4th place, deciding on what sort of bracket we ended up doing. But yeah, so the stakes are high. Rematches suck. I hate rematches, especially if you've already won a rematch. If you won a game in a regular season, I think a rematch is much more difficult afterwards. And I did win, but to be fair, it wasn't a clean win, and I probably didn't bring the best team I could. So still a lot of room for experimentation in this matchup. And to remind you guys, here we go. This is the matchup. My team is labeled as opponent this week, apparently. Obviously, my team being Gatcham, SCIZOR, Prim, Moltres, Zerkatry, Terradiancy, Megalopony, Ogapon, Jirachi, Overquill, and Kieran's team, all Manstertrucks, being Kyurem, Ogapon, Wellspring, Terrapagos, Deoxys Speed, Talonflame, Iron Treads, Mega Tyranitar, Terra Comfy, Terra Jolteon, and Okidoki. Now, the first thing you look at this matchup is the speed tiers. Why is his team so fast? Deoxys at 180, which is far above my Lopunny speed tier, and then obviously over half of his team is over the 100 club. Kyurem just behind at 98, Terrapagos just behind at 85, but with, Rapid Spin, it's faster. Tita can Rock Polish and Dragon Dance, so he's got a fast team. So I did consider Trick Room at a point with Diancie, but I've realised with my team, unless I bring Zerkatry, Trick Room isn't insane. Diancie's nice, Trick Room, Meteor Beam, Diancie, but I'm not really breaking through I'm not breaking through the team quick enough to warrant Trick Room. At least I thought so, and I didn't practice games for this game, but at least I thought so during the regular season as a whole, that when I did try Trick Room a few times, unless it was specifically Diancie, Primarina's just not strong enough. It's it appreciates Trick Room, it is strong in Trick Room, but it's not strong enough to warrant Trick Room. Maybe I'm just bad, to be fair. I've never found success with Trick Room in singles, so I might just be bad piloting it and, using my turns effectively. But so despite the speed tiers being as fast as they are, I never really considered Trick Room this week. Let's just look at the matchup. Kyurem, Menace for my team. SCIZOR can swap in. Diancie and Jirachi can somewhat swap in, but if either get caught on a Earth Power, it's not looking great for me. Ogapon Wellspring looks alright, but I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed at home. Its offense, just mono water, not mono, it's obviously not mono water, but water cudgel into my team looks pretty free. My resist a Primarina and Ogapon, neither of which want to take, a U-turn or Horn Leech or anything else. So I can see Ogapon Wellspring being annoying. Terrapagos, most annoying one of all time. Better multi-scale. Gets rocks if it just wants to be a utility toxic annoying guy. Gets countless setup moves if it wants to do that. Rapid Spin, of course. Terrapagos is just a really good one in draft. Deoxys Speed, offensive life hub, nasty plot, rocks, T-Way, again, incredible. A lot of utility annoying guys. And same with Treads, can get rock spin, but also can leverage its bulk pretty well to swap into, especially some of my special attackers like a Jirachi without specific coverage or something. Mega Tyranitar. Guys, did you know? Mega Tyranitar is strong. Manstertruck loves this one. He has a copy passer about him, which is just how much he loves how much he loves Mega Tyranitar. But I don't think it looks good into me. Victim. Well, victimized, ultra duper. It's not coming into me. I don't believe it. It came in the first game we played, but I don't think it's coming this time. Comfy especially Terrifier Comfy is the one I slept on a lot in our first matchup, and I kind of got bailed out by Diancie and paraflinching it with a Jirachi in my first matchup against him, but this time I put a lot more respect on Terrifier Comfy because with Priority Draining Kiss and Giga Drain and Terrifier Blast, it actually does dismantle my team after a Calm Mind. So I put a lot more respect on that. Jolteon's also looks pretty strong into me because Terra Ice or Terra Fairy for Garchomp. SCIZOR's pretty nice into it in general because it doesn't really get coverage for it, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Jolteon come. And last time, Okidoki is also one I slept on, and it came with Rocky Helmet full defensive for Lopunny. But thankfully I crit it with a dual wing beat, so didn't have to care about it. But in general, this matchup is pretty annoying. SCIZOR looks pretty strong in it. Lopunny looks like alright in it, but it really has to watch out for Talonflame. Didn't come first time, but can't pray on that happening again. I think it's a difficult matchup for me. But let's see what I built. I ended up building. One sec. Alright, you can already see double Assault Vest. And you can see the CTC verse names. There we go. So, yep, my name is Ogapon. I have a Tri-Scarf. Welcome. There we go. Alright, so, I brought Terra Fairy Diancie. Although Okidoki looked solid, it just looked like the best Terra type in my opinion. It didn't make it weak to Ogapon or Current Freeze Dry with water. It didn't. Dragon, for similar reasons, didn't look great, especially when I was already scared of Comfy. So I went Terra Fairy just to shed the rock typing basically. Diamond Storm Assault Vest is entirely just to try and make this Diancie into a raid boss. Where if I get the Diamond Storm defense boosts, this Diancie becomes so difficult to break, especially with Draining Kiss, Terra Fairy boosted Draining Kisses. So the Diancie is just here to kind of become a wall. Primarina just deal the special threats with its Assault Vest. Psychic Noise and Alluring Voice are specifically for Comfy, where even if it does have even if it does have Giga Drain, with the Assault Vest I should be able to take it on decently. I can stop it from Calm Minding in front of me with Alluring Voice and confuse it for that, and then I can turn off Giga Drain and Draining Kiss with Psychic Noise. So this Primarina should hopefully deal with the Comfy, that's the plan. SCIZOR, a little bit of a unique one. It's Scarfed. The reason it's Scarfed is again, the Comfy. The Comfy? Comfy. Where if it comes in and it terrifies in front of Bullet Punch, Close Combat has a role to kill it. And if it's not if it's clicking Terra Blast and if it's 0 speed invested, so it's fully bulky or fully attacking, special attacking specifically, I don't think it should be carrying speed because the main moves it's clicking is priority boosted by Triage. So I don't think it should be faster. So this is speed creeping min speed Comfy, where Close Combat or Dual Wing Beat should be able to pick him off if he's not careful. And this is something I'm looking forward to using. This was a cool cook in my opinion. Mega Lopunny, Adamant, you know the drill by now. We get greedy with our Mega Lopunny speed tier here, and when we do, we just bring dual priority. Jirachi, just here to be annoying. It's my lead with rocks. Magic Coat for Diancie, so Diancie can't get just Hazard Stack on me. Not Diancie, Deoxys. Iron Press, Body Slam, Iron Head, Colbur Berry. Yeah, this Jirachi is just built to be annoying. And another Scarf, but this time with a much more useful speed tier, Ogapon. I brought it the first time I played into him. I'm bringing it this time. I think the speed tier this gives me is just very nice. It's faster than Deoxys, I think. With Scarf, it's faster than his entire team, but not assuming any speed boosts, so I like it. Let's see how the game went. perfect. Perfect. Oh, and we can give ourselves a little viewing box. I'm pretty big actually if I do that. I can also definitely just... You know what? It's fine. So I lead Jirachi as planned. He does lead Deoxys. Actually, what's the matchup? Who didn't come? Talonflame did come this time around, which was quite not surprising, but different from last time we played. Mega Tyranta didn't come, didn't expect it to. Deoxys actually came this time. Who else was I expecting? Kyurem didn't come, Oakpon didn't come. Both kind of shocking to me because like good mons. But to be fair, I literally see an argument for every single... Oh, you guys can't see it. But I see an argument for every single one of his mons on his team coming. So I'm not like insanely shocked by what he's ended up bringing. So, game plan. As planned, Magic Coat turn 1, bounce a T-Wave back. Turn 2, I just get my rocks up in case he swaps or something, but he does just stay in and click the T-Wave again. Understandable, it's unlikely for me to click a Magic Coat twice in a row. I think this turn, I was clicking Body Slam just to catch something coming in. I expected if Deoxys was clicking T-Wave on me, I wasn't really sure if it had hazards because it could have just clicked him turn 1 as well. But I was just trying to click, and also Iron Head Body Slam, same damage to this thing, and it's faster than me anyways, so I'm not flinching it with Iron Head. So I was clicking Body Slam here. Unfortunately, did get powered. That's theirs. Again here, expecting this to spin. I click Body Slam again, get powered again, whatever. Go Ogerpon because I don't know if I forgot about this morning prep or what, but like I don't have a great switch into this. Not before Diancie Terrors at least. And even then, I'm still weak to Iron Head. So I just go Ogerpon on the Earthquake. Ice Spinning comes out. Thankfully, I'm faster. Don't quite get the kill. 46 into 41. Probably wasn't even a roll to kill. And here's where we start noticing that good Lopunny to revenge it. This Talonflame's going to be a problem for my team. Especially for this Lopunny. But, oh sorry. So Oakmon dies. We scouted that the Talonflame is pretty defensive here. Still took 20 though, that's a strong fake out. Thankfully, sadly got U-turned on Diancie though, which is quite unfortunate because Diancie would have loved to click Diamond Storm here. However, not gonna happen. I U-turned into Iron Tread coming in. It clicking Earthquake though kind of reveals to me it's probably not Iron Head. It would have clicked that, I imagine, so maybe I can somewhat freely click Terra next time. Similar situation, however this time I just get burnt. Unfortunate, I knew that was a risk into this. Welcome back, we've been in this situation before. Click Diamond Storm though, got the defense boost, so I pull the trigger on Terra. And don't get a second defense boost, nope. But the raid boss is forming. We've terrored, we've lost a lot of our weaknesses. We have an assault vest. We're at +2 defense. Raid boss hit the town. Exploded, just destroyed, just demolished. Eaten. Ate that 34 from super effective attack. This is a fake mon. This is a fan made good mon. I think I potentially mess up here a bit by taking this chip. I'm not sure. I wasn't. If red, that's with the power of hindsight where I know it attacks here, so if it maybe clicked like Rock Polish or started boosting Calminding, something like that, maybe breaking a Terra Shell would have been very valuable to let my priority guys like deal with it better, but the power of hindsight maybe shouldn't have let that take this hit, especially when I have a paralyzed Jirachi in the back, which I don't care about. Dies to the power of a combination of Terra Starstorm and Flamethrower. Yeah, just go Lopunny. Just to kind of threaten it with a CC. But I'm burnt, so it's not actually threatened by a CC. I U-turn on it. That's probably a combination of him not caring because I'm burnt, and also a combination of him kind of expecting the U-turn. I go into my Assault Vest Monva Prim. I Moonblast here on the Terra Starstorm. I went SCIZOR here expecting Terra Starstorm, but it did a lot more damage than I was expecting. And then I expected Talonflame to come here because he can preserve his Terrapagos. He's shown that like he did preserve like a 10% Iron Treads in front of Lopunny and went into Talonflame. So I was thinking he'd do something similar here, where the threat of Bullet Punch is obviously so obvious that, but he doesn't. He stays in and just attacks, wanting to pick off the SCIZOR. I think this would have died. So I'm not sure if he was reading me Sword Dancing here, but like Talonflame is still healthy, so I was never going to Sword Dance. Like, it's a little bit confusing to stay in here, but he got me. Flamethrowed me, so now I've just spread unnecessary chip onto my SCIZOR, onto my Primarina. But we've planned for this. We have an attack for this. Alluring Voice. We confused it. We got the read. I was expecting him to like Carmine because Giga Drain is so obvious into this Primarina. I have a SCIZOR in the back, but it's confused. Breaks through confusion, gets Carmined up. Psychic Noise. That's fine. Who cares about the confusion, whatever. It now can't touch me. Last time he brought Terra Blast, Giga Drain, Draining Kiss, Carmined. So he can't touch his Primarina. Right? Breaks through confusion again, whatever. Stored Power. He brought Stored Power this time instead of Giga Drain, which obviously ended up being the correct move, but caught me off guard a lot because I was really expecting this Primarina with Psychic Noise and, you know, Alluring Voice and whatnot to beat this Comfy, but Psychic Stored Power is just a very good bring. He explained his thoughts to me afterwards where he was only clicking Giga Drain into this Prim basically, and he may as well be clicking Stored Power because like it just makes sense. It just gets stronger and it's a better click into more mons, especially like a Diancie, which is could be quite specially defensive, but also can shed its, you know, grass weakness. But in general, great bring from him, Stored Power. It makes a lot of sense. It's a pretty normal move to bring on Comfy. I just didn't expect it for some reason. But that means the Primarina did not beat this. I go into SCIZOR. I'm fighting back. I need to fight my way back into this game. So I clicked U-turn, expecting him to swap, hoping he would swap more likely actually. He could have Terrified, he could have Terra Blasted. I am Scarf, so I would have been faster and could have sacked something realistically, but like at this point I think I'm behind and I'm playing for the choke kind of. And he does start choking. He gives me the Deoxys, which is very nice. I got Diancie. I Draining Kiss on the first one just to get some HP back. That's a lot of HP I got back. But, and also I need to Draining Kiss before he starts Carminding it up too much. But I got Draining Kiss on the first one, Diamond Stone on the second. Kiss, yeah, Diamond Stone on the second to ignore the special defense boost. Sadly didn't get a defense boost on either one, which is heartbreaking actually, because it meant this pretty defensive Talonflame can just kill me. If I got a defense boost on one, never mind one, on both would have been lovely. I wouldn't been complaining. I would have been winning this game, but because I didn't get those, and because I think I played sloppy in the mid game and also got a bit unfortunate, but mainly sloppy. But because of that, I just lose to this Talonflame now. You see a funny interaction where I actually outspeed here, but it makes no difference. It doesn't matter. And yeah, that means I'm out of the DDL. I made it to semi-finals. I made it to one round away from finals, but it wasn't enough, and Manstertruck got me in the rematch. Alright, welcome back. I'm back. Sorry guys, had to help my mum with something real quick. But yeah, I was leaving off at, this is the team he brought. Sorry about that. So, yeah, it was a very defensive Talonflame, so we've only Flare Blitz. So it would have been great to get, you know, a defense boost at the end there, but didn't quite. It also is a brilliant bring into, you know, SCIZOR and Mega Lopunny. It just makes a lot of sense. I should have planned about it a bit better. I kind of did try to play around it with, you know, the Prim double, but he kind of got me. And once Prim fell, this Talonflame kind of opened, and Diancie was as low as it was without any defense boost. This Talonflame did kind of hold my team in a chokehold. Rock Polish Terrapagos doesn't need a special attack boost when, you know, doesn't need Calm Mind when Terra Starstorm is as strong as it is. Modest. That makes sense. It's a good mon. Comfy. It was Terrify, it was Terra Blast. That still power got me, man. I thought I was so smart with my Prim set, but here we are. Eintred, just utility AV bot. Just utility AV mon. Makes sense. Okie dokie. Much more offensive this time. Quite a lot of speed investment actually. Maybe trying to catch my SCIZOR speed creeping some stuff, especially with Fire Punch. Citrus as well, so I'm very happy, you know, my Diancie one-shot it, because otherwise it would have got some health back. It came much more offensive than last time. Yeah, last time it was Rocky Helmet, insanely defensive, but this offensive, if, you know, Diancie didn't get the defense boost, this would have offensively been quite difficult for me to swap into. Even if I had Garchomp on my team, I would have had to fear Ice Punch, and I'm still probably taking a grip from like that Drain Punch. And Deoxys Speed did have spikes, so and taunt, funnily enough, but I guess wasn't expecting her. He could have taunted me turn 1. Maybe I would have clicked taunt into a lead Jirachi. I would have been expecting, you know, Rocks or Trick Room or Screens or something. But I guess he didn't, and the because Magic Bouncing, whatever the move's called. Magic Coating and Taunt Back would have been very funny. But this is cool. The Covert Clerk, specifically for Lopunny Fake Out, I think he acknowledges that, you know, Mega Lopunny's probably coming with Fake Out into his team, which is just so naturally fast. And the Covert Cloak Psycho Boost would have caught me off guard. That's cool. That would have been a cool bring. Very thankful it didn't end up happening, because that would have been at my detriment, but I can respect the bring. But here we are, the end of the season for me. I'll pull back the curtain a bit, because, you know, this happened months ago. The person who ended up winning the league was Bommy 23, not Kieran. Kieran it was a very fast-paced grand finals, but Manstertruck got second. I ended up beating Brain in a match for 3rd and 4th, and the match was settled in Battle Factory. But so that means in general I got 3rd this league, which pretty decent, pretty alright. I liked the team. I think the team was pretty good. Definitely some pieces I overestimated at the beginning, like Xurkitree. Turns out that one is mid-priced for a reason. But it's a shame to let that team off at 3rd. Definitely think I could have done better, but it was a fun league. It was a very fun time building this team actually. And it was a fun time doing this YouTube experiment. I think I'll definitely record some stuff in the future. Maybe not weekly draft stuff, because I just don't think that's style stuff is something I enjoy at the moment, at least. But it was definitely a fun experiment. I think my editing, especially the beginning, you can see skyrocket upwards, and then it trails off a bit as I got busy and ended up falling behind on the uploads and just wanted to catch up. But it's fun regardless. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following this season of the DDL, and see you in whatever I do next. See ya.